Bang, let's get it. We taking what we taking. Ivica Zubac, points, rebounds, and assists line is set at 17.5. He's been missing a ton of games. Just got back, but this line stood out. Not sure we're gonna jump with it as again. He just got back. No, skip that one. Skip that one. Let's go to Christian Braun. Has he missed a bunch of games? No. Christian Braun's rebounds and assist line is at 7. He pushed it a number of times, but if we look at this prop history, over the last 3 months, he's hit this, when it was at 7, he hit this 9 out of 14 times. 3 straight. Obviously, there's a push there, but you get it. Christian Braun, rebounds and assists at 7. We like the over. Yo, little smack session yesterday. I only saw one play that lost, but we didn't play that one because Jared Allen was out. It was what's his name? Evan Mobley rebounds, but if you notice Jared Allen was out, I don't think you play that play. I'm pretty sure somebody mentioned that in the comments as well. Look, Chet Holmgren, 1.5 assists. Like, he missed a few games, just getting back. Like, but 1.5 assists seems as if like he should handle that. Is he gonna get his minutes though? Look at the prop history, 8 out of 13 over the last 3 months at 1.5. Look at the injury report. Isaiah Hartenstein is out. Jalen Williams is still out. I don't even know who Brandon Carlson is. But with Hartenstein and Jalen Williams out, do we get two assists from Chet Holmgren? Come on, brother. Jason Tatum is back. He doesn't have a lot of games, but his line is up. If you wanted to check it out, it's at 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You're not going to get much. His prop history has got a couple of games. He hit it 2 out of the 3 games that he's been back. He came back on the 6th, had 34, 25, and 31 in those games. And then they play against OKC. You think Jason Tatum want to show up over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists? Not sure about that. Oh, I forgot about my images. I got images. Hold on. Alexander Sarr. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be absolutely ashamed of himself for the defensive effort that he put up. But he still had 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist in that Miami game. Anyway, his PRA line is at 18.5. Looking at the prop history, over the last 3 months, he's not hitting this consistently. Over the last 10 games, he is. 10 games that he's played, and then they face off against Orlando. Let's see what he's done against Orlando. 5 games played. I think we like this. Only 2 games this season, only 1 game this year. He had 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists versus Orlando. The line is at 18.5. That might not be bad. Might not be bad. And then versus Miami, his line was at 18. He had 35 points, rebounds, and assists. Maybe he turning a leaf. Maybe he turning. Hey, Brandon Williams, his point line is at 12.5. We like Brandon Williams. He's getting the minutes. I mean, he's averaging about 22 minutes and he doesn't even need to play 22 minutes for him to get over 12 points. I see that he hooked it a few times. Let's look at the prop history at this line. Over the last 3 months, he's hit this 16 out of 24 times when the line is at 12.5. I like Brandon Williams over 12.5 points. Yo, VJ Hedgecomb assist line is at 5.5. Why? Let's go see. Hold on, I didn't mean to do that. What did I just hit? His assist line is at 5.5. What just happened? Put it on last 10 and then go look at the prop history. He's not hitting this. Who's missing? Go to the injury report and then we can see Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey, and Oubre. Never mind. We stay away from this one. Too many players are out. How many missed this game? He missed a few games himself, but how many was out? Look at all the players that was out here. So this is not the first time all those guys been out, and he only had 5 assists. I think he's gonna need to put the ball on the floor, as he had 6 potential assists and 5 assists in that game. The line's at 4.5. Nah, fam, you won't get me like that. What about Cam Spencer? His points line is at 13.5. He doesn't get the shots up. Like, the minutes are there, averaging 23 minutes a game, but look at his field goals and how many shots he's taking. He's getting 6, 8, 4. I don't think he's getting shots here. Let's look at the prop history. Points line over the last 3 months, he's hit this line 13.5, 11 out of 27 times. And then the injury report, Almeida, KCP, Brandon Clark, Zach Edey, a couple of these guys been out. Ja Morant, a lot of these guys been out. But he's not a focal point. You know, he's not getting 10 shots per game consistently. And I don't think he's going to handle that. 13.5 points for Cam Spencer. We on the under there. Mo Wagner, we cracked him yesterday. We're going to play him again. But this is his points, rebounds, and assist line. And this is at 14.5. What's going on? It's at 14.5. And look, under 90% of the time over the last 10 games. Look at the prop history at this line. 6 out of 17 over the last 3 months. And I just showed you what's happening over the last 10 games. But at the line of 14.5, he's not handling that. Not recently. Not over the last 3 months. His average line is just 13. It got bumped up. Well, so we'll see why. And this minutes is still like 14 minutes. Nah, we had an easy, no sweat smack on his ass yesterday. We stick with Mo Wagner to go under 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists. But Paulo Banchero smack, Zion Williamson smack, Trey Murphy smack. Again, we didn't play the Jared Allen was out. You stay away from the Evan Mobley rebounds. Still think he had the rebound line was at 9.5, and then he ended up having like 13, 14 rebounds or something like that. Over on Dabble, I saw this SGA line under 1.5 3-pointers made. It's sharp and it's trending, but 2 threes, I thought at one point he was jacking threes. Not sure I'm gonna deal with that. And then I see Giannis Antetokounmpo points, rebounds, and assist line is at 40.5. Is he upset enough to go off tonight? That's Thursday. Today is Thursday. Giannis Antetokounmpo over 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think I'm gonna mess with that one. And then over on Underdog Fantasy, what's going on? Over on Underdog, I didn't separate this yet, but let's do that. Go to the NBA. That's all I want to see. College basketball, man. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. But this is the perfect time to have the model spitting. But I'm kind of playing the bitches on my own, and I'm not sharing it. That's just kind of what it's come down to. But Bam Adebayo, look at his free throws made is at 5.5. After just going to the line 43 times against the Wizards. Bro, I understand. I like the NBA, but 83 points, 7 for 22 from behind the arc, 36 of 43 from the free throw line, and then they were up by 30. Like, congratulations, Bam. But like, what was the plan here? Was this intentional? They was up by 30 against the Wizards, and then all those fouls to drag out the game by the Miami Heat players as if they wanted extra possessions. Like, I always know Bam was extremely talented, but you're in the NBA, you're over 6'9", like you're not going to be able to showcase those talents. But I guarantee you that Bam could do this consistently, not score 83 points consistently, but if he was getting 30 shots a game, he'll be a monster. With that said, I just don't like how it played out. You know, I could see if it was like, we got to get it. It wasn't like that. They were up by 30. Why he's in the game? The first 2 quarters let us know that he was about to have a big game, but going to the free throw line 43 times, having 43 free throw attempts is like, come on. Like, what are we doing? And now look at his free throws made at 5.5. The under is sharp. That's insane. Jason Tatum not turning the ball over 2.5 times. We like that. Derek White under 4.5 rebounds. And then who else I saw that I like? Look, Trae Young 3-pointers made under 1.5. I know he's not playing a ton of minutes and he missed yesterday's game, but if he plays today, that's crazy. Oh, you know we ride with Cade Cunningham, points and rebounds over 29.5. Hey, I wanted to hold on. I have images that I don't mind showing off my images. Where are they? Damn it. Here, right here. How can I make that bigger and put it? Oh, got it right here. Oh, but that's not gonna be in the video. I gotta make sure. I guess I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put it in the post. But I have my top underplays for points is VJ Hedgecomb under 19.5 points, Dominique Barlow under 9.5 points, Quentin Grimes. Yeah, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna make a post with that on YouTube since I don't have Twitter anymore because they hacked my shit. Hey, but I think that'll do it. I'm really Rico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.